In this video we will discuss about a brief history of this IL-2 family cytokines and a role of macrophages in the pancreatic cancer development along with the cytokines from IL-2 family. So we will start with this IL-2 family cytokines. So there are several cytokines that are considered as a part of IL-2 family, that is IL-2, IL-4, IL-7, IL-9, IL-15, IL-25. The reason why they are considered in the same family is because of the similarity in their structures, which is like a alpha helix, which is common in all the family, all the cytokines that are in the IL-2 family, and some of them are shown here. And their main basic role is to activate intercellular signaling pathways, and most of them belongs to this STAT3 pathways and also the JAK pathways. IL-2 is first found in the supernatant of the activated T cells. Thereby it has been studied with respect to the immune cells, and it has been found out that this IL-2 is necessary for the activations of the immune cells such as T cells and NK92 cells. And how and it has and this IL-2 cytokines also plays a role towards the activation of these T regulatory cells. Therefore, it also has a role in the autoimmune control of the system or of the host. So, this IL-2 has an important role with respect to maintaining the homeostasis of the immune system. However, in some cases, this immune cells along with the cytokines promotes the tumor development, and one of the example is shown on the figure on the right hand side, where we will see how this macrophages helps this chronic pancreatitis to develop to the pancreatic cancer. Chronic pancreatitis is also a unhealthy state where there are some irreversible changes occurs in the pancreas that results in this chronic pancreatitis formation. So let us first discuss about M1 macrophages. It is generally considered as the antitumoric. It is generally considered as a antitumoric response. It generally has an antitumoric response. However, in this case, its response results in this from development of this chronic pancreatitis to the pancreatic cancer. How that is happened is, first one is through this reactive oxygen species that are released by these macrophages, and this reactive oxygen species, when they interact with this chronic pancreatitis, it results in this genetic instability, and this genetic instability will cause more probability to have mutations during their central dogma process, that is during transcription or translation process. However, this is not only the way M1 macrophages works. It also releases some cytokines such as EGF, TNF-α, IL-6. They will also interact with their respective receptors on the chronic pancreatis cells, and this will also helps in this genetic instability of intercellular activations. And all will has a common role or a common effect, that is proliferations, inflammations, EMT, that is epithelial to mesenchymal transitions, and stemness, and they will also acquire the anti-apoptosis properties. And this is all done, and these combinations of these properties in the chronic pancreatitis will cause the development of pancreatic cancer. So this is the role about the M1 macrophages. However, the M2 macrophages also plays the similar role. That is, the cytokines that are released by these M2 macrophages, such as IL-4, IL-13, TGF-beta, PDGF, they interact with this PSC, that is pancreatic stellate cells, and some researchers also called it as a pancreatic stem cells. So this has the ability to form this fibrosis, which is one of the key component of the tumor microenvironment of the pancreatic cancer cells. So this fibrosis and the properties that are acquired by this chronic pancreatitis because of this M1 macrophages. This in altogether results in the formation of these pancreatic cancers, which is surrounded by the tumor microenvironment, and tumor microenvironment whose main compositions is belongs to the fibrosis, or this PSC will also cause the desmoplasmic reactions that will also promote the pancreatitis, chronic pancreatitis to pancreatic cancer. So this is a brief overview of this IL-2 family cytokines and the role of macrophages along with their cytokines in the pancreatic cancer development, or more precisely development of pancreatitis, chronic pancreatitis to pancreatic cancer. So that's all for this video. If you need to understand more about this topic in detail, you can go through the reference that has been provided in the description. Thank you for your time.